Okay, this is a second attempt. I sawed the part off and went ahead and blackened it again, touched off on X, re-zeroed Z and X. I started Mach 3 over and reloaded the Wizard from the beginning, like I'm just starting all over from scratch without making any changes. And I'm just going to hit cycle start now, and we'll see if it can actually stay in sync, because last time it lost the actual start of the thread and was making a multi-thread passes on it. So we'll give it a shot again this time. Yesterday when I tried this, it actually cut a perfectly good thread and never lost track. So this is the first time it actually lost track on me. So since we had it in sync mode. Let me make sure real quick. I'm going to click on plug-in control, make sure the UC100, yep, it's in synchronized threading mode, so that's fine. I'm going to hit cycle start and go ahead and start the cycle. The thread pitch looks correct. Staying in the groove this time. That's 8 passes. Some pretty coarse cuts here because I didn't want the time of the video to be so long, so I don't really expect a really smooth thread. I got a depth of 5/1000 on every pass, so but I just mainly wanted to check to see if it would stay in sync, and so far it seems to be doing very well. I didn't oil it this time to make sure it was a little more visible, so that could also add to it being a little rough. I'm going to go ahead and oil it since it's staying in sync. And just knock any chips that might be hanging on there. Okay, it did lose sync again, and I know it's really hard to see. Probably in the video you can't see it at all, but what it did was it moved the center. Actually, it moved the center of the thread in this direction, and actually now it was cutting on the back side instead of cutting on the front side in the last few passes. So it changed the starting point of the thread. It didn't do this until it got up to about maybe the 12th or 13th pass, and then all of a sudden it wasn't down in the same groove, and you can see right at the edge here. Let me put the actual 16 in here. You can see where it climbed over a bit, and it's, hang on, I gotta find it. Yeah, it's still 16 threads per inch, but it changed the starting point of the thread, so it didn't do a nice job because it actually didn't stay centered in the groove. It lost the actual beginning of the thread. So that part's still acting up. That part was not acting up yesterday. On the last one that I made, I'll show you that. This one here I cut, and if you look, came out pretty good. It's got a nice pitch on it and pretty nice finish on it. I did not cut it at 5/1000ths per pass. I cut it at 2/1000ths per pass, so it ended up a little smoother on the cold roll. It did this all on its own without any problems. This has just arrived today, so like I said, I still believe this has something to do with the messing with the DROs and throwing things out of sync, because this here is something new from yesterday. We definitely got it running with the G95 now though.